Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Mic'd Up Savages. I'm here today with Murph, and we're talking about the Miami series in New York. Game 1, J.A. Happ is on the mound versus Sandy Alcantara. If that's how you say his name, I don't know. All I know is he's actually a pretty good pitcher, and people give him a lot of crap for being on the Marlins. But from what I saw, he pretty much dominated us.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's been a kind of like I don't even know if you could say like top prospect, but he's been up there for them in the organization, and yeah, he really showed it today. This year, he's had a pretty decent year. Pitching 7 1/3 against us. Holding us to 2 runs, doing his job, 9 Ks. You couldn't really ask for more if you're the Miami Marlins. Coming in New York,
doing that. Yeah. Happ didn't do bad. 5 innings, 3 earned, 3 Ks. I mean. That's when Happ is doing bad, that's his good start. But from what we've seen this year, that's his average start now.
I wouldn't even say average at this point. I feel like I said, I think we hate on him, right? That's our thing. But he hasn't been his second half of the season's been pretty strong. He has a couple of these type of starts, but even then, I'm not too mad at it. Yeah. Had a rough first inning, was making me nervous. I thought, this is not the way you want to go to the playoffs if you're J.A. Happ. But he managed to bounce back, recover a little bit, give us a solid 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then I'll reiterate the fact the most stupid rule is the run on second and extras. If they try to do this in 162 games, there's going to be a ton of complaints. I'm sorry, baseball does not need to be sped up. Baseball's like a chess match. It takes time. Mm-hmm. And if you're a baseball fan that complains that you're there for too long, I'm sorry, you're not a baseball fan.
Yeah. The only way I'd ever be okay with the runner on second is if it's after the 12th inning. Then by all means, at that point, you got to get the game done with, right?
You lost in the 10th? Yeah.
You lost in the 10th, yeah. So it just sucks. It's just such a dumb rule, right? I get it that we've kind of stolen some games using that rule, but we've also dropped some games, so
It's been the way for everyone, and I just feel as though, the win doesn't mean as much to the team. It's still a win, but it's you didn't earn that winning run kind of thing. You still got the hit. You still advanced the runner. But when you lose that game, it hurts a lot more because you lost on, a single, which would have just been a man on first kind of thing. I could see if it was, runner on second, 1 out, maybe. But, that's college simulated BS. Yeah. Yanks lose 4-3. Game 2. Yeah. Yepy Garcia didn't do bad. Did not, in my opinion, didn't do bad. One of his more shakier outings this year, though. 4 earned over 6. Should have been 3, though.
Yeah, it's tough luck. That last run sucks, that came in. Otto really screwing him, giving up that hit, not helping.
Not
cool. Not putting out for the young buck, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a solid start. He wasn't afraid to be aggressive, especially since we gave him such an early lead. Or not early lead, but we gave him a lead. We came roaring back and we did it. And he wasn't afraid to pitch aggressive, and that's kind of what I've been enjoying out of Yepy Garcia. He's a grinder. He's not afraid to go in there and just exude confidence and pitch to his strengths and pitch aggressively, and I really appreciate it. Even though he got banged up a little bit, got touched up.
Learning experience for him.
Yeah.
This year for him, I think, is very big, and I think he's earned his spot for next year, to say the least. DJ LeMahieu, 4 for 5. What do you expect? Hicks home run, Wade home run, Voit securing the home run lead and the home run king. Voit, 22nd home run of the year. Uriye, nice sign. Had a little bounce back. 2 innings, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Nice relief job out of the bullpen. Solid year for him. Won't be seeing him on the playoff roster. Probably not. Yanks went 11-4. Game 3. Not the way you want to end the season. Again, not fair to Clark Schmidt. You're putting our boy out there in one of the most important games of the season, trying to get us another win for placement and seeding, and you do that to him. I mean, he didn't do horrible. He's a rookie. It's a learning experience. I don't think he's Yankee fans he's trash. He's done. I don't think he's done.
No. If you think that, you're an idiot. No, there's no way in hell he's done.
Think that you're an idiot.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. There's just no way that Clark Schmidt is done. It's like this hurts his chances of making the playoff roster, mind you. If if the Yankees had any kind of thought about that, he kind of just pitched his way out of it.
Timeout, bro.
What do you mean timeout?
See, you didn't see this because I have social media. You need to get on social media.
Oh, okay. All right.
He took a picture of him at the stadium. He's at Progressive Field today.
Oh, okay. That's huge. That's huge. So scratch what I said. Okay. He's
on, like, I don't know if there's a playoff taxi roster.
That also could be it. He could be.
He's in consideration for the roster, which is good. Good for him.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know.
Yeah. I had to drop that little sauce.
All right. So yeah, Schmitty didn't have the greatest of starts, mind you, but this year's been weird for him. He definitely didn't get off to the start he would have rather gotten off to. Being with the team a little bit earlier. And it's not like he went to the alternate site, yeah, but it's not like he got like a ton of work. Like, it's not like he had a AAA team to go back to. He was going back to like a handful of guys. They couldn't even really scrim or do anything. So it's just him throwing pens, and that can only do so much for you.
He's not facing like a ton of hitters that are like a step away from the big leagues. He's facing some guys that are like he's facing like I'm not to say anything least. He's facing like Eric Kratz and some of the other guys that aren't yet big leaguers. Like
he's
essentially guys.
He's essentially facing like filler guys, like guys just to like fill up the 60-man, right?
Get the ABs kind of thing.
Yeah. So it's not like he's facing major league pitching consistently. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. I think next year he's going to get a full spring training under his belt. He's going to get back to that facing MLB hitters again. And so I expect him to have a good second year. I think the first year struggles, it is what it is. You can't really say for certain he's going to be it or not based on. I think we were hoping he'd do way better based on what we saw during the camp and what he was doing. But again, he had a lot of time off, a lot of time without facing major league hitting, and that's going to happen.
So Yankees dropped that 1-5-0. Just no offense. Didn't really want to see that going in cold, but playoffs around the corner. Yankees are heading to Cleveland for the 3-game set. Game 1, it's Cole versus Bieber. But before we talk about that matchup, I mean, it's a new mindset. Nothing else mattered. You get to the playoffs, everything resets. Everyone's batting average at 0. Like, everyone's stats at 0. It's time to rock. I do think we have a good chance against Cleveland. It's just going to be very tough with the pitching, especially Game 1.
Yeah, Game 1, we're going to be facing the AL Cy Young and Shane Bieber. I don't think there's any question. Also won the Triple Crown, So
congratulations, much respect.
Congratulations. He definitely deserved it. He pitched a hell of a year, Yeah, it's gonna be a tall ask, but I feel good with Garrett Cole being on the mound. I think the way he's been pitching of late, it really is gonna be a hell of a pitching matchup. Probably gonna be one of the best pitching matchups you'll see until maybe like the World Series. Mm-hmm. So
I'd say this year so far, this is gonna be the matchup that you wanted to see.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, not too many more. You would think that are gonna be this high leverage, this with two studs of pitchers, right? And I think, if we're looking at previous track record, right, Shane Bieber has not played a playoff game yet, so that could factor in. Although there are no fans, so
the pressure is on. The spotlight's on him. He won he was dubbed the king of the pitchers pretty much for the league, so he's got to now go show it in the playoffs if he can do it. Like you said, no fans, but the pressure's on him now.
The pressure will be on, and he doesn't necessarily have the greatest track record with the Yankees. I think he's faced us twice, and he's pitched something to like an 8.3 or something like that. So when the Yankees are on, they can hit him. But let's be honest, this is definitely a different Shane Bieber than in previous seasons. So We'll see. This is not going to be an easy challenge. This is going to be tough, but I think the boys can do it. I think they can pull it out, and I think if they win Game 1, I think they can win Game 2 easily.
Damn right. And I'm just saying, if they don't win Game 1 with Cole on the mound, you got playoff Tanaka Game 2, which I think they're going to throw Carrasco.
Yeah, it's Carrasco Game 2. Yep.
And I'm going to make a bold statement. What would be pretty cool, but probably not good for his development, a Diego Garcia versus a Plesac in Game 3. Like a young gun playoff eliminator. But I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to be quite honest.
No, I get that'd be cool to see. That'd be really cool to see, but I just don't see it. I think they're going to go with the safe bet. They're going to go a half the vet. There's some playoff experience under his belt. And it makes sense. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I'm just saying that would be a pretty cool, pretty damn good matchup.
That would be a pretty awesome matchup, too.
But I do think the Yankees have a solid chance to get past the Indians. It's just, is the hitting going to be there? Because the Indians hitting this year just got turned on at the end of September. So we also don't know if they're going to show up. Because, again, both teams haven't faced each other. So it's going to be like a new experience. Like you haven't seen the Indians since last year. Or since maybe in the spring training. That may have been a game or two.
Remember.
Probably. But, again, it's like different rosters and everything. So,
yeah, it's gonna be an insane experience. It's gonna be insane baseball to watch. It's gonna be pretty exciting. I think the way they got the playoffs matched up, no off days, and I think there's Wednesday it's gonna be baseball pretty much from noon to midnight. It's gonna be crazy. So
it's gonna be a great day for baseball. Love it.
Baseball is gonna be great.
Before we end this, first of all, I'd like to thank the MLB, for making the 60-game season happen. Rob Manfred, if you ever see this video, I still fucking hate you. Sorry. But, thank you for pulling this off. It was a little rough patch in the middle of the season, but we got to the 60 games, made the fans happy. I was very happy, as you could tell. But, playoff time.
Playoff time. This is where it matters.
This is indeed where it matters. Time to show the muscle that the Yankees got, pitching-wise, hitting-wise. Our captain, Aaron Judge, will be leading the charge. And I'm just saying, if the Yankees get past the Indians, the Rays better be watching it. Because especially – and Rays, if you don't win the series, that's on you. But if we see the Rays in the second round, we got a healthy team. So you better be getting your stable full of 98ers ready.
Yeah, I just hope the boys can flip that switch, right? Just one of the things you hope they can do it. And right now, you look at the end of that series, you think, but you gotta have confidence. I think the boys can do it. I think the boys can show up, and they have a really good chance to make it all the way.
Yes, sir, indeed. Confidence is key. Let's go. Yankee baseball, baby. Playoff back. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Murph, for joining me. Have a good one, everyone. See you tomorrow night at Cleveland. Later.